how's it going guys? 1FO here, and today I'm going to be showing you the new best scripts for Jailbreak, and this is the fastest and safest Autorob ever made that can get you over 5 million cash per day. And then there's also this other script called Sensation, and if you are looking for them, all the links will be in the description. But if you want to run these scripts, you're going to first need a working executor. And I definitely recommend you guys use Vega X for this because it's completely free with no keys, along with this script which is also free with no keys. But yeah, I want to start off by showing you guys how to use this Autorob. So when you first execute and get the script, you're going to see two options, Autorob and Auto Arrest. Of course, Auto Arrest is only going to work if you're a cop, so if you want to do that, you have to be a cop, and it's going to automatically arrest every criminal in the entire game. And then of course, if you click on Autorob, you're going to see this menu pop up right here, and I'd recommend you guys disable cargo ship and power plant. And the other thing I'd recommend you guys do is come over here to the settings, and you can actually change all these different things here. So for example, you could do if you do want to be extra safe, you can lower down the vehicle speed a little bit and the speed of your character as well. And then all these other type of things over here is going to be for like the amount that you want to sell your stuff for, the amount of time it takes to break something, the distance that a cop can be before it kills them. So for stuff like the bank, if a cop is entering the bank, then you don't want them to go in there and bust you, you could change this range up a little bit. But yeah, I've just had this running for maybe about 10 minutes and I already got 20,000 cash. And if you have game passes, of course, it's going to be a lot faster. If you have like the VIP game pass and the duffel bag game pass, you also have this information tab right here. And there is also a paid version of this script, which I think is a little bit better. But as you can see, it's showing us how much money we're going to be making per hour with this. And if you do the math, this is 200,000 per hour, which is around 5 million per day, which is really insane. So yeah, big credits to Pasta, Snipe Hype, and Nexus, because this script is probably the only working Autorob that I've seen in months. And on top of that, they also added no keys to it, so it's pretty good. You have this save button right here, so you can save your configurations and then load them again. Unfortunately, they do have this thing right here where it like says this in the chat, it can get kind of annoying. I guess you could just like disable your chat maybe somehow. But yeah, I think unless you buy the paid version, it's just going to like say that in the chat sometimes, so I definitely recommend you guys use a VIP server for this. And yeah, I mean, besides that, there's pretty much nothing else I can show for this. It's a really good GUI. Here's the status tab where you can see everything it's doing. So right now it's going to rob the jewelry store. And now I'm going to show you guys the auto arrest, which is of course only as a cop. Click this right here. As you can see, this is what the menu looks like. So you have the auto arrest enabled, you have the chat spam on. I'm going to turn that off. And then here's the Sensation GUI, which as you can see, they have a ton of stuff on here. Definitely more than any other script I've ever seen. They have combat, which has an insane amount of like gun mods, aimbot, stuff like that. There's a visuals tab, which has ESP, of course. So you could see like police, you could see, let's try to see if I can do this. Let's do names filled. That looks pretty cool. We could like see that guy over there. We could do tracers. Pretty nice. They have an infinite zoom, so you could like zoom out infinitely, of course, as far as you want to. Zoom back in again. You have a lighting change thing, so you could like change the look of the game. You could remove the fog, the rain, the shadows. So if your game's running kind of slow, you could remove all this. It's going to boost your FPS. They have tons of exploits for your character. So for example, flight, infinite jump, walk speed, jump power, of course, like gravity. You can give yourself any item in the game. As an example, let's open up the gun GUI from way far away from the gun store. I think the gun store is like way over there or something. But yeah, I could just equip my pistol, equip my shotgun. I can even buy weapons from here. I could buy the flintlock, equip that. Pretty cool. You can also automatically, you can automatically equip every single gun that you have. So just like this, now I have all of them. You can equip all the items you own. So I have this full hotbar right now. I didn't even have to go anywhere. You can automatically give your guns whenever you respawn, which is probably the most useful feature to do. Here's the vehicle tab. Let me go spawn in a car really quick and show you this. So let's spawn in a car here. Let's do the torpedo. There we go. So as an example, we have infinite nitro. So now I could just hold down the nitro button. As you can see, my bar just got completely filled up. I could just spam this as long as I want to forever. You could do auto flip car. So now, for example, if we were to flip over, see if I can find a way to flip over here. Go like that. As you can see, we're never actually flipping over. We're just kind of like staying up. You have anti-tire pop, so nobody can obviously pop your tires. You could do suspension height, which is pretty funny. You could just kind of like fly around the map now. You could do brake power, engine speed. So engine speed is just the speed of your car. And yeah, I mean, these are probably like the best settings for your car. You could just kind of zoom around the map, going 400 miles an hour over everything. We can go from the city. Zoom. Oh, what the heck do we get stuck on there? Yeah, you can go from the city, you can go in the water, you can go anywhere you want to. There's a brake power thing as well, so now if I just brake, it's going to instantly stop from 400 miles an hour to 0. So let's go all the way up to 300 something. Okay, so we're at 300 and I'm going to stop. Boom, it just instantly brakes. You have the Volt Bike settings, you have jet ski settings, boat settings, tons of stuff like this. There's also teleport, so if you want to go anywhere in the game, you could do that. Let's get out of this car really quick so I can show you. I'm going to go to the prison yard, or I think you need to be, okay, here it is. So it's going to put us into a vehicle first. So right now it's finding a vehicle. And I think it's going to go to, or no, this isn't even finding a vehicle. This is just like tweeting us all the way over there. So if you are in a car, you can instantly teleport there, but if not, you kind of have to like wait for this, which is kind of annoying. You can also abort the teleport, which is going to stop it wherever you are. Boom, we take no fall damage. And one of the best features about this GUI is this thing right here called the robberies. So robberies and statuses. Statuses is just going to be like a free boss game pass kind of thing. But this one also tells you the cooldown for it. So it's going to like tell you if it's being robbed, if it's open, or if it's closed. And then robberies is just like a robbery assistant, so it's not a full auto rob, but for example in the bank you're going to take no laser damage, you can automatically breach the vault and stuff like that. So let's go and try this right here. I'm going to do auto place dynamite, auto breach vault, no laser damage, and then I'm going to go over here to the player tab and do the, or there's something over here, I'm not sure where it is. Oh yeah, right here, loop open all doors. So now all the doors in the entire game are going to be completely just always open for us. As you can see, this door's opening, this one's opening. Go like this, just walk straight through. I don't even have a key card, but I'm just going in. Go like this. Let's see if I take no damage. Ready? Boom, no damage. I could just walk straight in here. The vault's already open, and we start robbing it. So definitely if you're trying to like not get banned, like you want a 0% chance of getting banned, but you don't have a VIP server, this is probably the next best thing to do for cash. Now, of course, it's not going to be as fast as an auto rob because it's not automatic at all. You still have to play the game. But of course, if you were playing normally, you'd never get anywhere close to as fast as you would with this. You can flicker the street lights, which is pretty funny. As you can see, that street light's just flickering. That one's flickering. You could destroy every single destructible item in the game. So if I do this right here, boom, it should start like destroying the trees and stuff. Maybe you have to be like in a car to do that or something. You could join a new server. You could rejoin your current server. You could play sounds in the game. You can erupt the volcano. Let me go over to the volcano and show you this. So I think the volcano is somewhere over here. Yeah, I think it might be like around this area. Yeah, so here it is. I'm going to click on this right here. Erupt volcano. And the volcano should start erupting pretty soon. Yeah, I think this is it right here. If it's not, it's probably right behind this mountain. Yeah, so this is it. It should be erupting pretty soon. Let's see if I can check in here. Oh, there it goes. There's like fire coming out of it now. Let's see what it looks like in here. Is it like coming up? I don't know what the eruption actually is supposed to look like, but I think it's working. Let's try loop erupt volcano. Maybe that's going to work a little bit better. Oh, there it is. Yup. You can see some lava coming out. Maybe it's going to like start pooling down the edge. I have no idea. But yeah, not gonna lie, even if it doesn't do anything else besides this, it still looks pretty nice. You can also do a nuke, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure exactly where that is on here anymore. They might have gotten rid of it, to be honest, but I mean, anyways, still pretty cool features they have on here. They have settings, they have colors you could change, FPS caps. So now my FPS is like past 60. It's all the way up to a maximum of 140. And yeah, that's all I'm going to showcase for this video. So we have the Autorob and then Sensation. These are the two current best scripts in the game with no keys on them. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you can. And as always, peace.